So good afternoon to everyone. Today I am going to start the next question of same exercise, that is question number 7. Okay, so I am going to start this question number 7. You all can see this figure. In this figure we need to use theorem 6.1, that is BPT theorem, to solve this question. Okay, we need to use theorem 6.1 to solve this question, and the question state like that, the statement of this question is like that: we need to prove a line drawn through a line drawn through midpoint a line drawn through midpoint of one side of a triangle, and if it is parallel to second side, that is parallel to another side, then it bisect the third side. We need to show this one. Okay, so question is clear. A line is drawn which is a midpoint of one side of a triangle, is parallel to another side, then it bisect the third side. So we need to use or recall the statement which was done in class 9. First of all, we will write given. As it is clearly given, D is the midpoint of AB. So in triangle ABC, AD is equal to BD and DE is parallel to BC. Okay, we need to prove that AE is equal to EC. Let's begin the proof. First of all, whatever is given, that we will take it. In triangle ABC, as DE is parallel to BC, so we can use BPT. What we can use? BPT. D is parallel to BC, so we will use BPT, that is AD by BD is equal to AE by EC, and we will assume it as equation number 1. Okay, also it is given in the question that AD is equal to BD. This is given, AD is equal to BD, so AD by BD is equal to 1. This we will assume it equation number 2. Is it clear? Now using this equation 2 in equation 1 means replace AD by BD by 1. So what we will get? We will get 1 is equal to AE by EC, or AE by EC is equal to 1. Now simplify it, so AE is equal to EC. From this we come and we got the proof. Okay, I think this question is clear to you. Let's move to another question. You all can see this figure. This is a trapezium which is given in this question. So ABCD is a trapezium. You all can see this figure. ABCD is a trapezium in which D is parallel, AB is parallel to DC. It is given in the question that AB is parallel to DC and its diagonal. What are those two diagonal? One is AC, another one is BD. Its diagonal intersect each other, that is AC and BD intersect each other at point O. Okay, so we need to prove that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. That we need to show. So let's write given. So ABCD is trapezium and AB is parallel to DC. Okay, because trapezium one pair of side is parallel, so that's why we are writing in given. Now what we need to prove, that we will write in RTP, that is AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. We will write in RTP AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. To prove this question, we will do one construction. What construction we will do? We will draw OM which is parallel to DC. Draw OM which is parallel to DC. Now come to exercise in this one. In triangle ACD, we will take triangle ACD, and it is given that OM is parallel to DC by construction. So we will use BPT in this triangle ACD. What we will use? BPT, that is AM by AO by OC is equal to AM by DM. Okay, we will use BPT in triangle ACD. AO by CO is equal to AM by DM, and assume it equation number 1. Since it is also given that AB is parallel to DC, this is given in the question, AB is parallel to DC and MO or OM is parallel to DC by construction. We assume right now OM by DC, OM is parallel to DC by construction. So from this two we get it that AB is also parallel to OM. Okay, so in triangle ADB, OM is parallel to AB, so we will use BPT, that is BO by DO is equal to AM by DM. Okay, and we will assume it this one as equation number 2. Now we will use equation 1 and 2 because AM by DM, A1 by DM both will be cancelled. So using 1 and 2, AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. As per the requirement of the question, we will interchange their places, so it will become AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. In this way, we will prove this question. Hope this question was clear to you. Let's come to another question. Now, in this question, you all can see the same figure, but this question number 10 is just converse of question number 9. Okay, this question number 10 is converse of question number 9. In question number 9, it was given that ABCD is trapezium and we need to show diagonals intersect each other at point O, then it divide it in the same ratio. But here what we need to do, it is given that ABCD is quadrilateral. Okay, and it is, and these quadrilateral diagonal intersect at point O, and it is also given that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. We need to show that ABCD is trapezium. What we need to show? ABCD is trapezium. So let's write given. Given is ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Okay, now after this we will write it also the diagonal intersect each other at point O. This is given in the question, so we will copy it. Now write down RTP. We need to show ABCD is a trapezium. To show ABCD is trapezium, what we will do, we will simply say that one pair of side is parallel, that is AB is parallel to DC, then it will become trapezium. Let's do one construction. Draw OM which is parallel to DC. Draw OM parallel to DC. Let's begin the proof. We will take triangle ACD and we will, since it is given that OM is parallel to DC by construction, so we will use BPT in this one. Okay, so by BPT we can say that AO by CO is equal to AM by DM. Okay, this we will assume it equation number 1, and what is given, AO by BO is equal to CO by DM. DO. This is given in the question. AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. This is clearly given in the question. What we will do, we will interchange their places and we can write it AO by CO is equal to BO by DO, and this one we will assume it as equation number 2. Okay, but we only interchange their places by cross multiplying. Now from equation 1 and equation 2, we will use this equation 1 and equation 2. So AO by CO will be cancelled. So we can say that AM by DM is equal to BO by DO. Okay, AM by DM is equal to BO by DO. And if this situation is possible, so by the converse BPT theorem, what was that statement said? That if a line divide in the same ratio, then by converse BPT, we can say that OM is parallel to AB. Okay, so if OM is parallel to AB and OM is parallel to DC, this is also given in the question. This by construction we did it, so using these two, we can say that AB and DC is also parallel. And if AD and DC is parallel and a pair of side is parallel, so we can say that ABCD is trapezium. Is it clear? So we can say that ABCD is trapezium if one pair of side is parallel. So in this way we will prove this question. I think this question was clear to you all. So we will begin to next one. Let's do the next one. Now in this you all can see, till now we discussed about the solution of exercise questions. Now we will come to next topic, that is criteria for similarity of triangle. Criteria for similarity of triangle is very important, as we will going to use this criteria to prove two triangles similar. Okay, so let's begin this one. You all can see two figures. One is triangle ABC, another triangle is DEF. In previous section we stated two triangles. What we did it? In previous one we have taken two triangles that are similar. And what we said in that? We said that if, when can we say two triangles are similar? If their corresponding angles are equal. Always remember corresponding word. Corresponding word is very important. Corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in same ratio. Okay, are in the same ratio or proportion. We can say either in same ratio or proportion. Is it clear? So this we already discussed in case of similar triangle. Okay, now that is in, now we will going to use it here also, that is in triangle ABC and triangle DEF. If I will look into this figure, you all can see this figure. In this figure, angle A correspond to angle D. It means that angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. Also, the sides ratio, that is AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to CA by FD. Okay, so these all angles are equal and corresponding sides ratio are in proportion. So here you can say that, what we can say, A correspond to D, B correspond to E. Okay, from the figure, I'm just looking the figure and that only we are writing. C correspond to F. Once again I repeat, A correspond to D, B correspond to E, C correspond to F. And in symbol form, what we can write it? We can write it the similarity. What we can write it in symbol form? We can write the similarity of these two triangle. How? See, triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. Okay, and we read it this one how? Just now I read it, in same way you will read. I read it as triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Okay, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So that's the symbol form that we have written, and this symbol which you can see, this one which is given in inverted comma, stand for is similar to. Okay, this is stand for is similar to. Now you all have studied all these type of things which you can recall that in class 9 you have studied about the congruent. The same way here, but there is a big difference between congruent and similar. We already discussed in first lecture. So here just I am telling you that this symbol which was mentioned here, this is symbol to similar to, and you all can recall, use the symbol of congruent. Okay, in class 9. It must be noted, now you need to note this one, difference between congruency and similarity. Okay, so it must be noted that as done in case of congruence, in case of congruency of two triangle, what we did it in case of congruency of two triangle, we use some criteria. So same way here also, it must be noted that as done in case of congruency of two triangle, the similarity of two triangles, the similarity of two triangles should also be expressed, should also be expressed in symbol form. And usually all those things which is very important is correspond. I was keep on repeating in starting in beginning only, using the correspondence. It is very important. You need to think about the corresponds of their vertices. Okay, for example, for example, for the triangle ABC and triangle DEF, if I will take this example which we are going to write it in symbol form of the given figure, we can, what we can write it, that I am going to show you. Okay, we can write triangle ABC. We cannot write here, you can see we can write only triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. We cannot write triangle ABC similar to triangle EDF, or triangle ABC is similar to triangle FED. Both will become wrong. Only we can write it triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDF. Okay, that one which we studied in previous one, we studied about the criteria for similarity. Now here some theorems are there. We will not going to prove all this theorem, just we will going to apply its application is there in the exercises. That's why we will going to discuss one by one each of the following theorem. Theorem 6.3. Now this theorem is deal with the correspondence. Let's see. If in two triangle, if in two triangle corresponding angles are equal, I'm talking about corresponding angles. If in two triangle corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in same proportion. If in two triangle corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in same proportion, and hence two triangle are similar. And hence two triangles are similar. So this is criteria. This is one criteria that we have discussed right now. This criterion is referred to as triple A congruency similarity criteria. Triple A similarity criteria. Okay. Now you need to remark this one very important thing. If two angles of a triangle, if two angles of a triangle means here one triangle. If two angles of a triangle are respectively equal to two angles, if two angles of a triangle respectively equal to two angles of another triangle, two angles of another triangle, then the angle, then by using which property, then by angle sum property of a triangle, then by angle sum property of a triangle, their third angle will also be equal. Yes or no? Yes, we can use it by using angle sum property of a triangle. Then by angle sum property of a triangle, the third angle will also be equal. Therefore triple A similarity criteria, therefore triple A similarity criteria can also be stated as follows. Can also stated as follows. Let's see. Just now only we will going to read it, that triple A congruency, triple A similarity. Be careful, I am telling you, similarity and congruency, there is a big difference. I also read it right now, congruency, but it is similarity. This is therefore triple A similarity criteria can also be stated as follows. If two angles of one triangle, if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles of another triangle, two angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. Then the two triangles are similar. So we required how many angles? Two angles we required right now. So if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to the two angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar, and this may be referred as angle similarity criteria. What we refer this one as angle similarity criteria for two angles. I hope theorem 6.3 was clear. Now let's see theorem 6.4. What this theorem 6.4 states. This is another theorem that we are discussing. These all are the similarity criteria. There is a big difference between congruency and similarity. We already discussed in first lecture. So here what we are discussing, these all are similarity criteria. So theorem 6.4, if in two triangles, obviously two triangle will be there. So if in two triangle, side of one triangle are proportional, side of one triangle are proportional, that is, or are proportional to, that is in the same ratio, proportional means here same ratio to the side of, here if in two triangle the side of one triangle are proportional to the side of other triangle, the side of the other triangle, then their corresponding then their corresponding angles are equal. Then their corresponding angles are equal if in two triangle side of one triangle are proportional to the side of other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal and hence two triangles are similar. Okay, and hence two triangles are similar. This is very important, theorem 6.4. If in two triangles side of one triangle are proportional to the side of another triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal and hence two triangles are similar. So we can say that this criteria is referred to SSS similarity criteria, which is known as side similarity criteria. If in two triangles the side of one triangle are proportional, the sides, I said sides, all three sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal and two triangles are similar. This referred to as SSS similarity criteria. Okay, so we discussed right now two similarity criteria. One was angle similarity criteria, so we can use it angle similarity, and second one we discussed right now is SSS similarity criteria. Now here theorem 6.5, this is also again theorem that we will going to discuss is right now. Now here in this it is said that if one angle of a triangle if one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle, if one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle and the sides including these angles are proportion, then the two triangles are similar. And this criteria, once again I repeat, the if one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle and the side including these angles are proportional, then the two triangles are similar, and this criteria is referred to as SAS similarity criteria. Okay, which is known as side similarity criteria. Okay, so similarity for criteria of two triangle was clear. We use it angle similarity, S similarity, and side similarity. I hope till this it is clear. We will do rest of the topic in next class. Okay.